Hey Squirmy Worms, Catholic Weeaboo here, and you can probably tell I'm not playing game. This is a different type of video where I just wanted to talk to you guys about something. And it's not a sad thing, it's just an experience that I had, and it was a very great experience for me, and I wanted to share it with you and share with you what I learned. Well, not what I learned, basically what I got out of it, and just, share that with you. So I'm just going to get into it and tell you guys about. So I was working in my Starbucks kiosk, not mine, the one that I work at, um, and this woman came up and she asked for a coffee. I believe it was just a black coffee. Excuse me. And a couple little snacks. She said my husband loved these things, so she grabbed a couple snacks, and I was like, that's what I did, because that's what you do. Um, so I rang her up for it, and she asked where the tip jar was, or uh, tip, just where do you put the tips? And I pointed it out to her, and she put a $20 bill in there, and I was so confused because it's $20. Why would you want to put $20 in there? What she said to me was, those days when you're just willing to pay like $50 for a good cup of coffee? And I was like, well, in my head, I was like, no, I would never pay $50 for a good cup of coffee. I wouldn't pay $25 for a good cup of coffee. I wouldn't, and it was just so confusing to me. I was grateful because it's a lot of tips and I get a percentage of that, but I was so confused. And so she told me um, that she was an actress by the name of Stephanie B. Quist. You can look her up. There's been a couple, I believe, movies. I didn't look into it too much, but she's been in a few things. She's not a famous actress per se, but she is successful, and she does make a living off it. And she has an agent. She told me that. Um, I should have gotten her number because then she would have been a great contact. I could have been like, I know this person, but I didn't do that. Maybe it was just because I was at work. Maybe it was because I just forgot, didn't think about it. Probably the second one, but um, so what I wanted to point out was, to respect others. And I know that sounds like it's coming out of nowhere. Like, what does that mean? But media nowadays has a tendency to show people as, at least famous people, as rude, self-centered, and just, I don't know, mostly the first two. You enter in your third word, but rude and self-centered. And while she wasn't technically, I don't know if she would be considered a celebrity, but for the sake of argument, I'm gonna refer her to her as a celebrity. And and despite how celebrities are shown in media, this was not at all how she was. She was very respectful. She was very kind. She was willing to spend as much time as I wanted to talk to her because I was telling her that I am also trying to be an actor. I'm a theater major, and one of the things I was telling her was I, you know, theater is incredibly competitive. And most of the time, as an actor, you never know when you're going to get another job. Being an actor isn't a job. Being an actor is a profession, but you don't have a consistent job. You have to go and find jobs constantly. So, I was telling her, I don't know. I know the vast majority of people who go into this are unsuccessful, and I'm very happy that you were successful. I'm happy for you, but I highly doubt I'm going to be successful. As much as I work hard, as much as I love it, those are very important. But quite frankly, there are a lot of people like that who don't get discovered. Luck, just luck, is also a big part of it. But aside from that, after that, you know, I told her, my whoever I'm working with, I forget who it was at the time, but I was like, that person probably needs me because there were other people in line and I needed to help her instead of sitting talking to someone. I wasn't actually sitting down, but standing around talking to someone. And basically, what I got from that was that not everyone is how they appear. And I know that's a cliche, like, don't judge a book by its cover. It's, just one of those life lessons. And it's not like I didn't know that already. It's just I never experienced it. I never met someone with a status, I guess. I don't know the correct term for it, but I've never met someone who was a successful actress like her, who was borderline celebrity and, wasn't how media portrayed them to be. And I think it's just important that everybody take that into account. Everybody think about that. And it doesn't just apply to celebrities. I'm talking whenever you see someone, just be respectful towards them. Don't just take one look at them and say, I don't care about, this person's feelings. I haven't had a good day or whatever, and so I'm gonna just act how I want to. Yeah, I think every person owes each other respect, and I'm planning on making another video sometime in the future, not this one, but goes more into depth on how I feel about respect and respecting others. But this one's more about that particular incident, talking about how it was a great experience for me and how not everyone is how they appear to be. But that's basically it. I just wanted to talk about my experience there. And I'm working on editing my next Oblivion video, which will be coming out soon. I don't know. I don't have a set schedule yet. But there's one more video like this that I'm gonna make before I upload that. And I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it is, but it is a movie theory. I'm just not gonna tell you what movie it is. I'm doing the theory because I've not seen anyone else make this theory yet, and I'm very surprised at it, and I just want to get the theory out there. So if you guys will hold on to that, think about what I've told you. Be nice to other people. And I'm getting a call. So I love you guys, and I believe in you.